Hey guys, what's up? I am super excited about today's video. It is one that I promised you, and I'm finally at a point where I'm ready to talk about it, and that is about the Master Gardener program that I am currently enrolled in. So I am enrolled in the Master Gardener program in the state of Indiana, and it is organized through Purdue University, which is our extension offices are through Purdue. So this is a 14-week course. It started at the beginning of February. Today is the last day of February when I am shooting this, and we have done a few classes at this point. We have one class a week, which is a statewide lecture, and then we have another class on Thursdays where we get to talk to the other people from our county that are also taking the class. So right now, in 2022, the Master Gardener classes themselves on Tuesday nights are virtual. They are through WebEx, they are statewide. You basically join the meeting and you get to watch and listen to the presenter. They bring in presenters from all throughout the state, from different extension offices, from people that know about the different topics that we are covering each week. So there's a lot to learn. We also got our Master Gardener book, which is huge. I'll put a picture of it in here for you so you can see it. It is like over 600 pages long. It's massive. And it's a wonderful resource. I'm very glad that I have it. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the details of this program, because while I do think it is a great program, I do not think it is for everyone. So let's talk about the logistics of the Master Gardener program. This is not a free course. In the state of Indiana, it is $180 to take this class, which is a lot. And I was not sure if I really wanted to spend that much money on this, to be honest. But when I got the book, I realized that most of that money was from the textbooks. If you have gone to college in the last like 15 years or so, and you've had to buy textbooks, you know that they are ungodly expensive. So that, I think, is the majority of that $180 fee is paying for the textbook. Like I said, it's a wonderful book. I'm very glad I have it. I think I will use it a lot after the course is over. But that being said, $180 is a lot of money. And in my opinion, the Master Gardener class is a wonderful class for people who are maybe just starting to get interested in gardening. Maybe you're a first or second or third year gardener and you really want to expand your knowledge. This is a great class for people like that. People who have gardened for a longer period of time. I've been gardening pretty seriously with vegetables and things like that for about 8 years now. And to me, it kind of feels like it's marketed and geared toward people who are maybe less experienced. But with that all being said, I am still very glad I'm doing it. I am still learning a lot. There are lots of aspects of gardening that I am not very good at. This week, for example, tomorrow night, we are going to be talking about plant diseases and all types of fungi and environmental diseases and those types of things. I am not super well versed in plant diseases that are not strictly detrimental to vegetable plants, you know? So I do have a lot of perennials in my yard and annuals that I plant every year. And I have noticed with those things that there are diseases they can get, and I'm just not as familiar with those as I would be about like a tomato plant, you know? I do think it's helpful. I am enjoying it. I think it would be great for someone who is looking to learn about gardening, maybe before they jump off the deep end into doing a huge garden, or they, you know, buy a property with more land and more plants to take care of. Do I think that this is a great program for other people like me who are maybe more advanced in terms of gardening? Yes, I do. Let me explain that a little bit better. So, like I said, the Master Gardener program is great. I am very glad I'm doing it. In Indiana, it is, I've been told that the Indiana requirements to become a Master Gardener are a little bit more difficult than other states. Now, I don't know if that's true or if that's just what they've told us. But in Indiana, to become a Master Gardener, a certified Master Gardener, you have to complete the 14-week course. All classes are required unless you have talked to your local extension coordinator about having to miss a week. So that is 2 classes a week. That is a class on Tuesdays, which is the statewide lecture, and a class on Thursdays, which is the county connection hour, where you spend an hour. This year it's mostly virtual. You spend an hour talking to the people in your county. So it's 2 classes a week. The classes on Tuesdays are 2 hours. The classes on Thursdays are 1 hour. So it's 3 hours a week total of class time. You have to attend all 14 weeks of classes, and then you have to pass the Master Gardener exam with a score of 70% or above. At that point, you become a Master Gardener intern. So after you pass your exam and you have become a Master Gardener intern, you have 2 years to complete 40 hours of volunteer work in the county that you received your certification in. So I have to complete 40 hours of volunteer work in my county in the next 2 years to become a certified Master Gardener. Now after that, after I get my 40 hours of volunteer work in, I have to, each year, I have to complete 12 hours of education, and I think it's 12 hours of volunteer work. If that's wrong, I will put it on the screen with the right number. So you have to complete volunteer hours and educational hours every year to keep your Master Gardener status. Now, there are different levels to the Master Gardener status. As you progress through the program and you acquire more volunteer hours, your level changes. There's like gold level Master Gardeners and bronze level, and you know, there's all kinds of different titles. I don't know if these are different in each state or if this is a nationwide titling system, or if this is just how Indiana does it, but that's kind of how it works. The test is open book, so that huge 600-page book I got, I get to use that on the Master Gardener exam, which really makes me feel super confident in my ability to pass it. Also the fact that you only have to get 70%. That's a C, like in high school, so I'm pretty confident in my ability to pass it. The textbook is a great resource. I really like how they've broken it down into the different chapters with the tabs. It makes it very easy to navigate around. I've just been going through, and as I'm reading, I'm highlighting things that I think will be important to remember. And to make it easier on me later when I go back and flip through to find something, most likely what I'm looking for will be highlighted. My biggest question when I thought about joining the Master Gardener program was, how do I get my volunteer hours? How do I get 40 hours of volunteer work in gardening in my county? So I actually emailed the extension coordinator, and she gave me some great information. And we are actually going to be, as Master Gardener interns, we are going to be matched up with a certified master or above, a certified Master Gardener from our local Master Gardener Association. And they can help us find volunteer opportunities, or just lead us through the process of getting those volunteer hours in, finding education opportunities and things like that. That is kind of the quick overview of the Master Gardener program in terms of how I'm feeling about it so far, just about a month in. I will probably do another update video on the program when I get closer to the end, and then I'll probably do another one when I'm actually done with it, the program itself, and not halfway through it. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, if you are not in Indiana, I don't know that this will be super relevant to you. I do know that the Master Gardener program is nationwide. Look for your local county extension office. They should have information about Master Gardeners in your state. So if you have any questions about the Purdue Master Gardener program, please let me know. As far as I know, it only happens once a year, and it starts in February and then it ends in May. So it really just takes up the entire spring, which I knew going into it. So you have to be willing to dedicate a few of your evenings a week to it. And it's during that really busy springtime for gardeners. So keep that in mind. I'm not sure if they do more than one a year, but it seems to me like they only do one a year, and it's in the spring. So overall, I would recommend it if you're comfortable spending the money on it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.